Hi, I want to give three presentation tips, if I may. I've been teaching over 20 years and worked previously in automotive multinational corporations as well. The three tips rely on the presentation way of doing that. So we will also talk about skills, we will talk about language, we will talk about communication later on as well. So three tips, here are my three tips. First of all, utilize anything relevant to the company. For example, if they have an issue, if there is a news about them, if there is an ongoing issue, utilize it. So you need to get the anchor. So you need to highlight this is one of the biggest industry problems, or this is, for example, the company has shifted, have gone through an organization transformation. So you need to have that hook to hook them in terms of the presentation. So if it's a presentation that is not relevant to the company, not relevant to industry, but you're presenting what you did in terms of research, in terms of your project, or in terms of your providing a tool. So begin with the three key takeaways of this presentation. At the end of the presentation, what I want to get through to you is 1, 2, 3. Okay? So you are creating a hook for them to listen to you, not just wait to the end on to assess how it's relevant to them or how this research has resulted. So they have some understanding, so they are hooked in terms of presentation, and then you can roll on. Now the second tip is the way that you do slides. If you put everything on your slides and your talk is the same and you're reading from the slide, it won't work, because they will then navigate to the slides, especially if you do have an accent, or if it takes you, people will just go to the slide and you don't want that. So what you want to do is you give keywords, but you also attach them to examples, attach them to the way of what you did. So you need to discuss more than what is written on the slides, and slides needs to be really simple. Now my third tip is the most important. Say at the end, this is my presentation. I'm happy to take any questions or insights from you as well, but we have limited time here. If this goes over the limited time, I will be outside and very happy to talk to you about the project. And you can say XYZ, that might lead to further discussions on the project. So very happy to discuss. Yeah. So what you're showing is you're approachable. Even if they have questions, you're happy to gather them. Even if they have a feedback that you don't like, you're happy to listen to that. So what you're doing is you're opening the door, not closing on them, and you're creating an engagement, because the higher level the engagement, the better in terms of the presentation. If it's a job interview presentation, you can say, I hope I gone through the main issues, but if you believe there are any issues outstanding, please do ask, so I can explain them more in depth. So what you're doing is, this was my presentation, but if I didn't do the job properly, so I missed out some of the items that you deem to be important that I wasn't aware of, can you tell me them so I can explain them in depth how I would tackle them? I hope those three tips helps. Good luck.